This is going to be the reading for Leo. We have tea leaf, we will get into the Moon and Stars Tarot, then we'll move through the Queen of the Moon Oracle, followed by the Moonology. Alright, let's get started here with your tea leaf. Yeah, those all came. Okay. These. And definitely these. Okay. Quite a bit here as well. We just had a bunch come through for Cancer as well. Right, we'll start here. Happiness. Alright, and then we have Heart. This just came through for Cancer as well. Love, deep affection, and caring. And then we have Broken bridge. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Perhaps you have some friendships where bridges have been burnt, but this might be for your ultimate happiness. Maybe you just were meant to part ways to love and care for yourself. We have ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. That's interesting. We had marriage for... Oh, that wasn't Cancer. That was for Gemini. We have Peacock. Beware of great pride. So that could be that. It could also be about peacocking yourself, but doing it in the right way, you know, without ego, but with, like in a balanced ego, let's put it that way. In a balanced ego, because the ego is not a bad thing. It's you want your ego to be in balance, a healthy ego. Okay, so I am getting with that. Try not to brag, or, you know, if you, and I see you're a very kind person, I don't think you would do that out of like a spite or anything like that, but it just might accidentally come up just because you are happy or joyful about something. Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. So there is also the idea of peacocking yourself. Like there is going to be recognition of some sort. So if there is a unsuccessful outcome to a problem, know that that was meant to be, because there's ultimately something better for you. Bird perched, waiting for news, package, letter. So there's incoming news here for you. This could be having to do with this romance or business. And we have woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. Now that could be whomever you have burned bridges with, or that could be somebody that you go into business with or romance with, or it could be how you receive the news. Alright, let's get into your tarot. Alright, realistically, I'm not sure if it's perhaps it's just my pain, but I am feeling a pain in my left head above my ear, kind of like not quite the temple. There's some tension there. Perhaps you have some tension there. Yeah, it's gone away. I think that's for somebody out there. You might hold a lot of tension there in your left, kind of above your ear. So that might be something to look into. You know, I don't know it off the back of my hand. I know that there is stuff on like where we carry different emotions, so perhaps look into that. And also just tension relieving techniques, body relaxation, what's it called, the progression meditation, the muscle relaxation progression meditation, I think that's what it's called. Alright, messages for Leo, please. That was interesting. Messages for Leo, please. Spirit guides and angels, please guide Leo. Alright, good. Messages for Leo. I don't see them, but I'm getting the sensation of goosebumps. Perhaps that's something you will experience or are experiencing. Wow, okay. Okay, so you're not feeling fulfilled. I was kind of thinking with this happiness when I put it at the center, it was at the center, a feeling of kind of, you're trying now because you've noticed perhaps that you aren't fulfilled, you aren't feeling happy, which happiness is a choice. We have to choose to, you know, find the good and focus on, you know, bringing ourselves into that energy. But yeah, the fact that I put it into the center, I think you're trying to make happiness a central focus because it will ultimately give you good energy, and you might give a lot of your care and affection towards others. I think you like to make others laugh, and you bring in the warmth. And so make sure that, you know, you replenish yourself. Right, and then we have here 9 of Swords, the Magician, 2 of Wands reversed, and the Moon reversed. So I see you, it's been a challenge to reconnect with yourself and work through your traumas, which you have been doing. Make sure you take time. You want to balance. When you're moving through your trauma, you don't want to focus too hard on it, because that can, overthinking, it'll lead to overthinking, which will, take from your present moment and take from your joy. So make sure to balance that. Take time to look at difficult things, but make sure you treat yourself afterwards to bring your energy back up. It's important to move through those lower energies, to transmute them, but counterbalance with that and make sure that when you do move through those energies, you do something good for you, something to help carry that and transmute it, something joyful with it. Don't let it defeat you. So you might planning might not be your forte, but I do think it's because you've realized in life that plans don't always work out the way that you hope, and you don't want to attach to that. But I do think it is important for you to connect with yourself and make plans, just to let go of any attachment to them. But I think having a blueprint is going to help you. And we have Three of Pentacles, reverse, excitement. Try not to get in the humdrum of the planning. I think that's another reason why you might avoid it. But there's a lesson there. You don't want to avoid it entirely. I think planning is going to give you structure to really pull everything together. But it's just a matter of not getting in the humdrum of it. And I'm being given that. Oh, what a wonderful book and movie that was. The Phantom Toll Booth. Was there a character in that called Humdrum? I just remember there being a bunch of puns. I'll have to put in how that relates. But definitely being given that. So reawaken your excitement within it, because it is important to plan. There is a message in that movie. It's not going away. That show, or not movie, show, that book and or that movie. So definitely, if you have the time, if you feel called to, read or watch that film. It's definitely older. It might not be everybody's cup of tea. Okay. Let me see here. I did also get dreams are going to be giving you messages, and I think that you're going to move past this. You're going to flip this around and have excitement and lots of wonderful ideas, because I did get like zapping around energy. Like I specifically got those balls of static, like I don't know what they're called. It's like a little globe, and you put your hand on it and it has the static. And just also the idea of like neurons firing, which I am kind of seeing that here. So you're tired, you're moving through trauma, and it's definitely perhaps burning you out and taking from your excitement. That is going to turn around, that is going to reawaken. It just might take some time, but it is going to happen for you. Let's clarify a little. Spirit guides and angels, messages for Leo here. Messages for Leo. Can you please clarify for Leo here? Any messages for Leo? Quite a bit here. Okay, so we have here we have King of Wands. So I think that's unusual for you to not be excited and full of the passion and the drive, especially you're Leo, so yeah. But it's because you've realized that you're not quite fulfilled, and you also give out a lot of that energy, but you usually are you're full of passion and drive and excitement. You're just in a little bit of a rut, but it's because you've been meant to realize that perhaps there's a change coming in your path. Princess of Wands. Yeah, there could also be a disconnect that occurred. Which is why you've lost some of that excitement, that newness. I think you're also just kind of used to being a very fiery, energetic person, so it's like nothing's new and really igniting with you. Ace of Hearts, it's going to change. You are going to find fulfillment. This has been a period to kind of realize that and to fill your own cup. Also to gain a deeper sense of confidence. We did get that with ego stuff here. You've been strengthening your ego. Four of Wands. I think sometimes it kind of putters, like your ego, perhaps out of like a sense of like overexcitement, wanting new, it would kind of putter and you'd get burnt out, and that's why you've been wanting to and needing to strengthen your ego, and it's been a period of learning that. But yeah, I think you have already kind of been going through that, and you're actually further along than you might feel. And you should celebrate. You know, give yourself a pat on the back and be proud for how far you've come, even if you don't quite feel like it. Give yourself time to really look at the little steps that you've overcome already, because I think you might sometimes ignore those, and that's why you might and that will make you realize the strength in your ego. And we have the world reversed. Yeah, I think you felt kind of off path, maybe a little lost. And that's changing. Just know that's changing, and you are on the right path. You needed to realize this. And now that you have, these changes are happening. We have the devil in reverse here. So yeah, you're looking at the things that you needed to change within yourself, and any of the trauma that was causing any issues within your ego, and you're changing them. Princess of Hearts. So I think it can be a challenge sometimes to give yourself the care and nurture and love that you give to others, possibly because of issues you might have had with your ego, but these are changing. And just this is something you gotta work at, is giving yourself love, making yourself laugh. You bring so much warmth to others and joy. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. I think you were somebody who perhaps you used to kind of harp on yourself to get a laugh out of others, and that kind of bruised your ego over time, because you weren't being your best friend. And you've seen that now, and you've been making wonderful strides through that, and it is changing for you. But yeah, it made you feel a little insecure. And so I think that's something you're changing. You're not doing that anymore. You're finding joy. You're having the ability to laugh at yourself in the sense of being lighthearted, and like the sense of, knowing we're all fools here. We're all, just on this journey of life, and it's okay to laugh at ourselves because it's just part of the journey, part of the process. But you're not making yourself the target of your jokes you're not making yourself small just to make others feel comfortable. This is something that you've noticed, and you're no longer doing that anymore, because you found there's other things, there's other ways to approach that, and you deserve happiness, especially with how much you bring to others. We have the Hanged Man. So you needed some time to yourself, or perhaps you still do. Perhaps this is something that you're going to give yourself now, is time to really connect with yourself. Come to be alone and not giving too much of your energy away to others. Giving yourself surrendering into finding solitude. Three of Pentacles. So see, this is going to reverse. You're going to find your excitement again. You're going to still always bring that joy to others. It's just about giving it to yourself as well. Three of Hearts. So lots of threes here. You know, 33 is a very important master number. And it evokes lots of change. I think this inner change is going to really show itself. I'm being called to this crown again. Honor and respect will come to you. You are going to be very respected. You just needed to give yourself that respect. And people do already respect you. They just might not show it. They themselves might feel less than, which is perhaps why you felt like you needed to make yourself small. But, you know, don't do that for anybody, because I think people really appreciate you. They might not always show it, and if they aren't being a true friend, then, you know, you need to step away. Perhaps you've needed to burn some bridges. And we have Six of Pentacles with Seven of Hearts here. So yeah, you need this alone time to get clear on what it is, where you want to go in life. You are meant to take the path you've already taken. Look at the lessons that you've learned on that path, because they are there to guide you in your direction. And it ultimately was about learning how to give back to yourself and balance your energy and make sure it's reciprocated. Alright, let's get your Queen of the Moon oracle. Alright. Yeah, if somebody doesn't give you the respect that you deserve, you know, step away. And maybe they'll step up. But if they don't, then, you know, that's probably good riddance. It's probably meant to be so that you can, you know, bring in those who will give you that respect. But I do think, you know, there are people who respect you. They just might not show it or say it. But I think you're a very admirable, if I can say this, admirable person. Yeah, on this fear, I'm getting ego death, and not ego death, but ego, finding a healthier ego. And being a light for yourself. But also don't be fearful about your journey. If you don't know what it is that you want to do, you were meant to be in this place right now, right where you're at. You're meant to be right where you're at, and it'll be made clear when it's meant to. You know, I think you needed to put stock in yourself and have faith in yourself. And you know, we often don't realize things until we're like in the contrast of it. So it's like we're meant to go through the challenges we go through. They're part of our path. Messages for Leo, please. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. We did have this ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So for some of you, that is romantic. Your commitment is being tested. I do feel like this is about having faith in yourself and putting stock in yourself. It's time to release negativity. I think that's back on, you know, don't make yourself the target of your jokes. Don't harp on yourself to bring joy to others. You are worthy of respect, and you have to give yourself that respect first and foremost. And we have a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. So the excitement is definitely coming back. So don't fret. You're realizing, you're connecting with yourself and realizing what brings you joy and letting go of any negativity. And this is going to really move you into a good place where you are reawakened with so much excitement and adventure. All right, let's get your chart. Alright, we have the starfish here. Some of you might meet somebody on vacation. For some, it might just be putting yourself out there, peacocking. We have a tree here. Right, for some, look into your family and look into your past and you know where you might have picked up things. It might give you some perspective. We have perfume. Right, this is definitely having to do with romance, with a fiery climax approaches. You're going to be flirty and having some fun. We have an owl. You're going to be feeling really good in a healthy ego way. You're gonna be like feeling yourself, but in a wonderful way. this owl, yeah, very much so connect with, really try to connect with yourself. See what brings you joy. Is this like an avocado bee? Okay, I just heard be the change. But again, I'm getting about looking inside, connecting with yourself. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. But it starts from within. Yeah, peacock yourself. You are a gift to this world. You bring up so many people's energy. You uplift so many people. I think this is actually even going to bring recognition. So some of you are going to peacock yourself in a way. Some of you might become a comedian, or, you know, be out in the public, have reached some kind of, be well known. We have a guitar here. Yeah, again, you really lift people up. You're here to bring good vibes to others. We have happy with this happiness, yeah. Make sure, like, you are here to enjoy life. I think you've realized that. You realized you weren't fulfilled. You're moving towards it. But your happiness is going to be a big focus. You bring so much happiness to others, so that is going to come to you. But make sure you choose it. You give it to yourself. We have a cat here for Leo. How wonderful. I did get a cat in your meditation as well. But, you know, I thought that was so cliche because cats and Leo. But yeah, you're stepping into your power. You are getting a strong, healthy ego. You're not going to be it's like you're purifying your ego. Yeah, this has kind of a harlequin-like pattern on it. Okay, I'm getting organization off of this. It might help you to get organized. Yeah, perhaps take some time to organize things, and that might bring you more clarity. Yeah. Alright, well, we will leave this here. I thank you so much for being a part of my journey and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. Until next time, lovely folk.